This is the Microsoft Dynamics GP Techniques online learning course. Section 5. Speeding data entry and reducing data entry errors. In this section we're going to take a look at using window and record notes, using named and unnamed comments, quick and recurring journals, combining budgets, and updating the chart of accounts using mass modify. In the last section we took a look at some of the ways data could be kept tidy within Dynamics GP. In this one, we're going to take a look at speeding up data entry and reducing data entry errors. To start with, we're going to have a look at window and record notes. Each window in Dynamics GP has a notes icon in the bottom right corner next to the help icon, which allows you to add a window note. A window note is one which is recorded against this window and is visible to all users of the system. So it can be used for things like storing information that the user needs to enter in a particular window. For example, if we take a look at vendor maintenance, the icon on this window is showing a different one for the window notes because there's a note being recorded against this window. If we open that up, you can see that the note that's been added is the information required for new vendors when they're being created. So this is being used as a prompt for users for the information they need to get from the vendor when they're being entered into the system. The one drawback of using window notes for this sort of thing is that if a user has access to the window to see the note, they can also change or delete the note. So a little bit of user training would be needed to make sure that users know not to change or delete notes that are being used for prompts on information required to be entered. The other sort of note that's available in the system is a record note, and this is tied to the particular item that it's linked to. So in this case you can see next to the vendor ID field there's a new page icon which allows a note to be added to a particular vendor. If I do a lookup and select Allenson Properties, and then click on the record note icon, it takes me into a notes window where I can either add a text note into here, or I can click the paperclip icon and attach an OLE object. If we do that by going Edit and Insert New Option, I have one or two choices. I can either create a new note by selecting one of the object types available, or I can create one from File, and I can browse to the location where the file is. In this case, in my Documents library, under Letters, I've got an entry for Allenson, and within there we've got the Terms and Conditions document we were sent by the vendor. So if I click Open on there, I can then choose whether or not to load the document into GP, or merely set a hyperlink up to the location of the file. I can also choose to display as icon, and it will show me the relevant icon for the document type. In this case, it's a Word document. If I say OK, it'll pull back the OLE object and make the link to the file. If I say File, Save, and then exit the setup there, that OLE object will be attached to the note against the record. If I click Attach, the note icon changes to a page icon, showing that there's something there. If I save the vendor away and load them back up, you see the note is available, and I can click the button and go in and see the OLE object is being recorded. I could, if I wanted to, enter a particular date against this, because notes only have one date and time for the last time they were changed. Or I can click the paperclip icon, which now shows it holding a bit of paper, and I can go in and I can see the object, and I could delete it, or I could open the document and make changes to it from within GP. And just to prove the point, if I load in a different vendor, there's no note showing against it. So record notes are tied to the individual item they're recorded against. Window notes are recorded against the screen itself. So that's a quick overview of window and record notes within Dynamics GP. In the next video we're going to take a look at using named and unnamed comments.